Calling all junior detectives, a special announcement. For the month of December, any donation to the Crime City Patreon will yield the benefits of every single reward tier. It's our holiday gift to you. For as little as $1 a month, you can gain access to all kinds of bonus behind-the-scenes material. Visit patreon.com/Crime City Series for more details. And now, on with the show! Welcome, junior detectives, to the latest episode of Crime City, a monthly stage show in the style of old-time radio, recorded live at the Theatre on King in Peterborough, Ontario, Canada. This month's episode, A Tale of Two Atrocities, starring Ken Gibb, Dan Smith, Adam Martignetti, Mélanie Dubois, Dane Schumack, Brian MacDonald, and Naomi DuVall, with original music by Adam Martignetti. Crime City is written and produced by Andrew Root. Gather your family around the wireless set, sit comfortably, and it's on with the show!
Greetings, junior detectives! Shine your badge, put on your trench coat, and grab your magnifying glass. It's time you set your radios down to Intrigue, another exciting episode of Crime City, brought to you by Glow Shampoo, Real Man Perspirant, and East Home Self-Defrost and Freezers. Crime City, home to the fiends, scoundrels, and ne'er-do-wells of the world, a cesspool of illegality. Honest citizens fear to walk the streets after dark.
Excuse me, I believe that's the old copy. Here's the new version.
Oh. Right away, Mr. Havisham. Crime City, a place to raise your family, home to the friends, relatives, and simpatico citizens of the world. And who's to thank for this idyllic paradise that is Crime City? Why, the man who is honor-bound to serve justice and protect the innocent, our hero, Roger Havisham, fashion plate and Crime City's guiding light.
Roger Havisham, at your service.
With his boy's sidekick,
Bramble, adventure scout, first class.
This is my sidekick. We've made some modifications from the last model.
Saving the world.
I love when he says this.
With scouting. And also, with 3 shirt buttons undone. Yes, sirree.
and former spy turned private eye, Lilian Steele.
Hiya, gang! I'm wearing shoes today.
The same old unchanged Lilian Steele.
Aim to keep the peace in Crime City. What nefarious foes will our heroes face in the quest to uphold the law? Find out in tonight's breathtaking installment, A Tale of Two Atrocities. Last time on Crime City, our heroes, Lilian Steele and Bramble, discover that their friend, Chief of Police Victor Marshall, have been replaced by a sinister doppelganger. With doppelgangers of their own waiting in the wings, Lilian and Brad split town in search of their missing friend. However, their search was in vain, and decided to return to Crime City and infiltrate the operation of the man they believe responsible for Victor's disappearance, Roger Havisham. But how does a person get from the outside of a sinister operation to the inside of the detection? Why, with a devilishly clever disguise, of course. Using a vocal spectrometer, which made their voices entirely unrecognizable, Lilian and Brad donned devious disguises. They could be anyone. They could be sitting right beside you never even know it. But what will they find when they return to Crime City? Is their beloved city home, sweet home? Or is it also donned in disguise? Is their city more of an atrocity? Or has life in Crime City improved under the rule of the charismatic Roger Havisham? We've taken out of the offices of Crime City's new captain, Roger Havisham, to find out.
What's on my schedule for today, Tony?
City Council meeting at 10. They're deciding what to rename the town.
I like Havisham Corners.
I think they're leaning towards Peterborough.
We'll see about that.
At 11, you're meeting with the orphans from St. Christopher's.
What do they want?
I think they want to thank you for donating all that money to the orphanage.
Tell them I said, don't worry about it.
Check. And at noon, you've got lunch with that agent from Hollywood. They want you to play the romantic lead in the new Rita Hayworth picture. It's called Honeysuckle and the Hunk.
Cancel it! I can't be cavorting around Tinseltown, sipping champagne from a lady's shoe, and eating caviar from a lady's shoe.
Check.
But make sure they throw in 2 tickets to the premiere, and get my tuxedo out of storage.
Check. Well, since we've got an opening, do you want me to pencil in a lunch with the Employee of the Month?
Who is it?
Me, you! That's right, Mr. Havisham.
Didn't you win last month?
Yes, sir. The last 6 months, actually.
Well done you! That's showing some real initiative, Toady.
Lunch at noon, then.
No, cancel it. There's a horse auction I want to attend.
A horse auction?
Magnificent beasts.
I didn't know you liked horses.
I plan to buy one and humiliate it in a foot race.
If anyone could do it, it's you, sir.
Damn right, Toady. Reschedule that meeting with a Hollywood agent. I want to turn him down to his face.
Check. But first you wanted to greet the new employees.
Yes, the newest members of our team. You can't turn a city around without good personnel, Toady.
I know, sir. That's the opening sentence of your book. How to Make a City Out of an Atrocity by Roger Havisham.
Damn fine read, if I do say so.
Very fine indeed, sir.
Well, don't just stand there, Toady. Show them in.
Yes, sir.
Wait!
Yes, sir?
What do you think of my pose? When they come in the room, I want them to think they're interrupting me from something important, but also that I'm happy to put it aside to meet them.
I'd say that's just the pose for the job, sir.
With my hand on my chin, just so?
I'd say that's excellent, sir. Very pensive.
Good, good. I'm ready. Send them in.
Very good, Mr. Havisham. Yes, hello. You can come in now. Mr. Havisham, the new employees are here to meet you.
Not now, Toady. Can't you see I'm working on this incredibly important paperwork? None but I can fulfill my duties, Toady. I expect that you... Wait! Did you say new employees?
Yes, sir.
Then to the devil with this paperwork, I say! To the foul pit itself! For nothing is more important than welcoming new members of our team. Nay, our family. Welcome! Welcome to you! Come in! Don't linger in the doorway.
Thank you.
Thank me. Toady, did you hear?
I heard, sir.
Thank me. Oh, the very idea. Thank you. Thank you, good sir, 1,000 times for joining our organization. We're going to turn the city around. You know that, don't you?
Yeah.
And what is your name, my newest, and dare I say, best friend?
Rocky Hardknuckle. I crunch skulls and I look good doing it.
Crunch skulls? Goodness me.
Rocky was a professional boxer before joining us, Mr. Havisham.
My. Well, time to put those violent days behind you, Rocky. The only thing I want you crunching is numbers. In our accounting department, that is.
You want me, an accountant?
Where else? It's not love that makes the world go round after all. It's little pieces of paper. And you, what is your name, young lady?
Switchblade. Devereux.
I knew a switchblade in the days of my youth. I hope you're every bit the sewer worker he turned out to be.
Sewer worker?
Well, if you aren't thrilled to bits with this position, I'm certain we can find you something more attuned to your sensibilities. Toady, let's consult the career card catalog. We want our new workers to be happy.
Well, at least our disguises are convincing. They have no idea we're actually Lilian Steele and Brad Bramble.
These voice disguisers are amazing.
Oh, I'm glad Peggy finally found a way to attach them to my slender, feminine neck.
And I really feel like I'm living in the skin of Switchblade Devereux. I mean, these falsies in the wig were itchy at first, but now they feel weirdly normal.
They don't suspect a thing. Now we just have to worm our way into the inner circle, and we get the scoop on where they've hidden Victor.
Oh, he's coming back. Quick, back in character. Remember, we're brutal thugs, Rocky, and Switchblade.
Yeah, I remember. I've been here the whole time. What are you doing? Providing exposition for the listeners at home?
Don't be ridiculous. Shh.
Well, my dear Switchblade, if you're not happy in the sanitation department, I've got a lovely little opening in park maintenance with your name on it.
No. I'm muscle, see? I takes care of people that needs taken care of. They call me Switchblade because I give snitches the old slice and dice. Ain't that right, Rocky?
Yeah, we can be very valuable to someone like you, Mr. Havisham.
Not necessary. We are not mercenary here in Havisham Corners.
Peterborough.
We'll see about that. In fact, cancel the meeting and disband the committee. Check. And even if we were draconian in our methods, we would already have a hearty and hale police force in our employ. Would you like to meet them?
This must be the famous Lilian Steele and Brad Bramble we've heard so much about.
Crime City's top do-gooders?
That they are, and we hold them in high esteem. Don't we, Toady?
We certainly do, even though they've never won Employee of the Month.
You've got your toe on the scale, and everyone knows it, Toady. Bring in our esteemed detectives. May I introduce Adventure Scout First Class, Brad Bramble.
Scouting for world peace. That's right.
Gosh, from everything I've heard about Brad Bramble, I was under the impression he was a 10-year-old kid. This guy's bearded.
And the very picture of grace and strength, Lilian Steele.
I lost my bus fare on the subway.
No, this cannot be Lilian Steele.
You're tall.
Whatever do you mean? These are Brad Bramble and Lilian Steele, just as they ever were.
The spitting images.
Getting them merit badges. Yes, sir.
Crime bad.
This is just not simply how I picture the famous Lilian Steele, the glamorous former spy whose charm and daring now DuVall always single-handedly brought to the end of a Second World War. And you know what? I need some fresh air. Is there a window we can open? Good God, the walls are closing in.
Take it easy now, Rocky.
I don't understand why you're not more upset about this.
I don't know. That's not bad.
Excuse me for a second, ladies. I'm just doing some star charting over here by the window with my shirt 3 buttons undone.
Wow. Look at all that machismo.
I had a magic 8-ball for breakfast this morning.
What the
Funny thing to say. Well, we'll be off to our new posts now.
Yes. Busy day, lots to do. Come, Toady, we should hit the gym. Race you there, knees up. Up, up, up. Up, 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 up,
Yes,
up.
sir.
Come on, Toady, knees up. Up, 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 up.
I had a big breakfast. Lots of police work to do. Make bye-byes.
I hate you.
I hate giraffes.
Come on, Miss Steele. Let's go put an end to crime in this fair city. With our shirts 3 buttons undone.
My doppelganger certainly is confident.
I can't believe those things fool anyone. Was that how people see me? Be honest.
Well, you're mysterious to many, and so maybe when confronted with your own image, you too are mystified.
Exactly. I'm too me. I'm really best in small doses.
You're telling me.
What was that?
I said let's snoop around a little while over here alone.
Can I take off this disguise?
For the last time, no. Somebody might see us. I can't believe I have to keep telling you this. Like I'm the one in charge. Need I remind you, I am a 10-year-old boy.
And I am a slender, sexy, young woman, in case you've forgotten.
Young?
All right, that's enough editorializing. Look through the file cabinet, and I'll look through this one.
Okay, I'll look through this file cabinet. All right, let's see. Community improvement plans, volumes 1 through 8. Shakespeare in the Park permits.
Hospital renovation schematics, garlic festival permits, beetroot festival permits, turnip festival permits, turmeric festival permits, onion festival permits, sweet potato festival permits.
Jeez, this guy really likes festivals.
And really issuing permits for them. What gives?
These all seem to be in order. Miss Steele,
Oh, yes, Brad, darling.
I think we might have to consider the possibility that Roger Haversham might be a decent guy.
But he made Victor disappear.
Did he? He keeps saying that he didn't. Like, every single time it's brought up, he says it's a terrible tragedy that Mr. Marshall is missing and that he had nothing to do with it.
But that's just what someone would say if they had made the chief of police disappear.
Or if They hadn't, and they were being constantly accused of it?
It's a possibility I'm not willing to entertain, not without further snooping. What we need is someone on the inside, someone who's been keeping a close eye on him.
Oh, that toady guy. He's always following him around, and he has his personal schedule, and, well, they even dress kind of the same.
No. We'd have an easier time making bad weather betray England. What we need is someone who knows us, someone who'd talk to us, someone like...
Mrs. Wiggins!
Ah! Who are you thugs? What are you doing in Mr. Havisham's office? I'm calling security.
No, Mrs. Wiggins, don't. It's us.
Us? Who's us? Who are you?
Hello.
Oh, Brad Bramble and Lilian Steele?
You've got to be kidding.
We're in disguise.
In disguise? What is it, Mardi Gras? You nearly gave me thrombosis.
We're looking for dirt on Roger Havisham. You're his secretary. You've got to give us some info we can use.
Dirt? Why on earth would you be looking for dirt on Mr. Havisham? He's a saint.
A saint who makes people disappear?
Well, there must be a saint who's done that. Saint Houdini.
Patron saint of kidnapping?
I'm sure I don't know what you mean.
Come off it, Wiggins. We know he's trouble.
Oh, really? And how do you know that? You look in your crystal ball?
Mr. Marshall goes missing, a shoddy doppelganger gets put in his place, and Roger Havisham has a meteoric rise to power?
Not to mention an extremely shoddy replacement of yours truly.
Well, my doppelganger isn't bad. He's very rugged.
Yes, I remember. I've been here this whole time. What are you doing, providing exposition for the listeners at home?
That doesn't seem funny to you?
Nothing in the show seems funny to me.
But you know about it.
Well, of course I know about it. I'd have to be a harebrained and half-blind to miss a thing like that.
Then you know that we've got to put a stop to Roger Havisham's hostile takeover of Crime City.
And how do you suppose to do that? There's already a Brad Bramble and Lilian Steele on the Crime City payroll. Or did you forget?
I still can't believe people can't tell the difference. Clearly, I am the original goods. You can't imitate legs like these. And look at my robotic arm. It shoots lasers.
I don't think anyone noticed to begin with. And anyway, you have no proof.
We could get proof if you'd help us.
Help you? Ha! Believe it or not, Roger Havisham has been good for Crime City. I actually enjoy coming to work for the first time in 10 years. I don't have to keep a brick in my purse to keep muggers away. And not that it's any of your business, but I'm sober.
What about this receipt from the liquor store on your desk?
Well, they're sober, then they're sober.
And which one are you?
I'm the one that gets annoyed with silly questions. So listen here. Things around here are not going to change. Roger Havisham has made all the criminals disappear. No one knows where Victor Marshall is. No one cares.
We care. We care plenty.
That and a dime will get you a phone call. Ring, ring. Hello? Is there anyone there who cares that Victor Marshall and his smelly old trench coat is gone? There isn't. Not a single person in Crime City even noticed he's gone? Shocking! Click!
That dramatization was very hurtful.
Yes. Are you through with your hurtful dramatization?
What I'm through with is this conversation. So if you'll excuse me, I only came here to get that liquor store receipt. I'm pretty sure I can claim it as a business expense.
I don't think so.
Hey, I'll give it here. Darn it, why'd you have to be so tall? Give it!
Oh, scram, you lush!
Oh!
I don't want to be a stickler, Miss Steele, but you really shouldn't take other people's things.
Wait, Brad, that's it.
What's it?
Oh, well, Miss Wiggins said that Roger Havisham was making all the criminals disappear. So if we want to know what happens to people he makes disappear...
Oh, I think I know what you're going to say, and it makes me sick to my stomach.
Saddle up, Scout. We're gonna commit a crime.
Looking like criminals is one thing, but acting like criminals? It chills me to my very bones, junior detectives. And if you're similarly chilled, bathe yourselves in the loving warmth of these quality advertisements. We'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors.
Meet Miss Johnson. Her shampoo was letting her down.
Why, I couldn't show my face at the market without a kerchief over my dry, brittle bird's nest hair.
But that was before she switched to Glow shampoo.
Now I've thrown away all my hats.
The secret is in Glow shampoo's plutonium-rich formula.
Plutonium?
That's right. Nothing glows like plutonium.
Well, thanks, Chloe.
Like the song says, nothing glows like plutonium.
Oof! Yikes! I just lost a tooth.
But your hair's never looked shinier.
And that's all that matters. Thanks, Chloe.
Glow shampoo. Nothing glows like plutonium.
Good scrimmage out there today, Bill. We'll be sure to beat those Central College Jokers next week at the semi-regional football game championship finals. If you can keep your hands on the ball, that is.
Hey, thanks, Arnold. It sure was good of you to come to that practice even though you've injured your knee. Say, what's that you got there?
Oh, this?
Yeah, that. I didn't figure you for much of a sissy-fissy antiperspirant fella there, Arnold.
Is that so, Bill?
Yeah, everybody knows that a man's natural musk is what drives women crazy. That's why I never shower after a football practice. It drives my secretary wild.
Well, that's one way to go about it, but here's another. This is real man perspirant.
Real man perspirant?
That's right. Since I injured my knee, I can't work up good sweat like you or the other fellas. So I use this, real man perspirant. It's fortified with real bear urine.
Bear urine? Huh. I heard about that.
My secretary loves it. When I stand over her shoulder wearing real man perspirant, she always remarks that I smell strongly.
Strongly? Huh, now that sounds manly. Hey, say Arnold, do you suppose I could borrow a spray of that? My secretary's been giving me the cold shoulder lately, and, well, if she doesn't pay me daily compliments, I fall to pieces and can't concentrate in my work.
Of course, Bill. It's real man's patented formula of actual bear urine that makes it so uniquely pungent. Pick yourself up some on the way home.
I feel like more of a man already.
That's just science. Real man perspirant. Strong scent, strong man, actual bear urine.
Welcome back, junior detectives. When we last left you, the disguised Lilian Steele was hatching a plan to break the law. How better to catch the attention of Crime City's new top brass? But would she be able to convince the disguised Brad Bramble? Let's listen in and find out.
Commit a crime? I don't know about this, Miss Steele.
Look, Roger Havisham is making people that get in his way disappear. If we want to find out what's happening to those disappeared people, we need to make ourselves a real thorn in his paw.
Yeah, but putting on disguises and pretending to be criminals is one thing. Actually committing crimes is another.
You just have to build yourself up to it. Start small.
Okay. Here goes.
What was that?
I jaywalked. What a rush. Oh my gosh, wow. I didn't even wait till I got to the marked crossing at all. Woo! Did you see? I'm a real roughneck now. You betcha.
Yes, excellent start.
What should we do next? Litter? I've got a soda can I can throw right in the street.
No, I was thinking of something a little more radical than that, Brad, dear.
Right. What's worse than littering? Loitering.
Not exactly. We've got to make big plans to get the attention of Roger Havisham.
Well, why are we in this alley?
We're meeting some people who are experts in criminal activity.
Well, I hope they show up soon. This pile of garbage is particularly smelly.
I don't think that's a pile of garbage.
What are you talking about? It's got old spaghetti, coffee grounds, and a pair of eyes, and... Hold on.
I knew it. Whiskey, you can come out. We know it's you.
You seen through my brilliant disguise. 'Twasn't refuse, 'twas me, a recluse, the eyes and ears of spies and peers, Crime City's top snoop, Ephraim Perlman.
Whiskey Snuffles, Mr. Marshall's old informant. Always got near to the ground. That's good old Whiskey Snuffles. Geez, we haven't heard from you since season 1.
Aye, 'tis true. And I prefer if you called me by my given name, Ephraim Perlman. I've cleaned up my act since you seen me last.
So you're off the angel dust, are you?
Well, they're sober and then they're sober.
And which one are you?
I'm the one that doesn't let wagons define me.
So you're still on the angel dust.
Constantly.
Great.
I assure you, I'm highly functional. Just look at this soft shoe.
Well, fraternizing in alleyways with known dope fiends is one way to get arrested, I suppose.
Well, whiskey is...
Ephraim
here has seen more than his share of big-time crimes in Crime City. He's going to help us plan something big, something attention-grabbing.
It'll be as magnificent as the underground turtle fighting rings of old.
Okay, so we've got an expert on criminal activity. Who else are we waiting for?
Greetings and salutations, our lovers. It is I, the mean Michelangelo, the reprehensible Rembrandt, the Botticelli of badness, Crime City's most prolific, pernicious painter.
Pablo Rascallo?
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
You want Pablo Rascallo to help us? He's a bona fide criminal. Countless charges of vandalism and property damage, not to mention he designed the cyborg that blew your arm off.
Yes, but that was all the way back in season 1. Besides, he's got ambition, and we need a plan, an audacious crime.
I hear you whispering over there. This isn't some sort of entrapment, is it? I don't even know you two criminals, but I admire your moxie. It's not everyone who wants to plan a daring highwire crime in Roger Haversham's Crime City.
Pablo, it's us. Lilian Steele and Brad Bramble.
You should know better than to tell such obvious lies to one such as I. My eyes are my livelihood, and I can tell at a glance that you are not those pestersome do-gooders. Hello, Ephraim.
Hello, Pablo. Would you like some angel dust?
Oh, well, I really shouldn't. Oh, why not? We'll call it the cheat day.
But we are us. That is, we are who we say we are.
Oh, yeah. Then you won't mind proving it?
6 months ago, you held a solo exposition at the Crime City Modern Art Gallery. There was a collection of impressionistic paintings for sale. They were called Imagined Nudes.
Ah, yes. I like to paint what I think people look like in all of nature's shining glory.
Ew, that's creepy.
And yet, surprisingly, legal.
Well, here. It's a bill of sale for the paintings, Steel Morning and Lilian of the Valley. You gave me a discount because I threatened to break your arm.
You bought your own nude paintings?
They were very flattering.
Wow, that's weird. Even for me. Ephraim Perlman.
Ah, yes. I remember this encounter well. And may I say, Miss Steele, your beauty has only increased since our last encounter.
I'm in disguise. I look completely different.
And yet, I could see this working out.
Okay, that's enough. We're here to conduct business. We need to plan a crime. Something with scope and vision. Something that'll get us in front of Roger Havisham's brand of justice.
Then the first thing you should do is to dispense with the idea that crime is a business. Crime, my irascible Lilian Steele, is a passion.
It's true. All the best crimes smack of personal investment. A true crime is filigreed like a Baroque headdress. Beads, patterns, time, and care. Those are the ingredients in crime stew.
Beads?
It's not a perfect analogy.
We must delve into the criminal aspects of your psyche. I will have to hypnotize you.
Not happening.
It was worth a shot. Very well, we will simply brainstorm, throw paint at the canvas, and see what sticks.
The Balkan artist is correct. What furniture have you got in your brain houses? Let's have them. No bad ideas.
We could steal a car.
We could get a parking ticket and then not pay for it.
Boo! That's terrible.
Well, what's wrong with that? You said no bad ideas.
That was before I heard that stinker of an idea. I've been in long-term housing situations with raccoons that stink less than that idea. You're bad at this.
I think you are not thinking big enough, young man.
Okay, fine. We could burn down an orphanage. That big enough an idea for you?
You monster.
Come on, I was kidding.
Keep that one away from me! He's got the devil in his bones.
My boy, let me explain something to you. You can't just burn down an orphanage. Those kids, they've been through enough already.
I was kidding.
He thinks it's a joke! Monster! Monster!
I wasn't being serious, you guys! Miss Steele, help me out here.
I don't know, Brad. That was pretty dark.
Fine. Come up with your own dumb crime idea.
Oh, don't be huffy, Bradley. Give it another try. Go on.
Oh, all right. Let's see. We could probably break into the mayor's office.
Ooh! Yeah.
And maybe we could steal some confidential government documents and then leak them to the Russian embassy.
Whoa!
Brad, that's treason. Have you lost your mind?
I knew he hated America. I knew it.
Take it down a million notches or so, eh?
I don't know. This doesn't come naturally to me.
Bradley, you've got to ease into it. Here, watch.
Got to get to the bank. Yeah, so much to do.
Hey, you.
Who, me?
Yeah, come here.
Say, that's my neck you've got.
Give me your wallet.
But it's my wallet.
Not anymore.
Wait, I don't understand.
I'm stealing it from you.
Oh, well, that clears things up. Here.
All right, beat it.
Whew. You do realize that I shall have to take this matter to the police.
Bam! See? Not so bad.
We have some notes.
Oh, come on! That was textbook!
Why did you steal his wallet? He said he was on his way to the bank. People go to the bank to withdraw money.
That wallet is as empty as my bed since my snake wife divorced me.
Some people go to the bank in order to deposit money. I'll have you know, and yeah, it's empty.
Maybe we're just not cut out for a life of crime, Miss Steele.
If I may. You're overthinking it. Just say the first crimes that come into your heads, and we'll take it from there.
First idea, besta.
I cannot believe you two. You robbed the Crime City Savings and Loan. You stole a getaway car. You resisted arrest. And worst of all, we have 3 eyewitnesses who saw you outside of the bank jaywalking.
Ooh, that was my idea.
Voluntarily thrust into the hands of their enemy? What do Lilian and Brad have in mind? Have they become the very criminals they swore to avenge? What will happen next? Is this series of questions simply a trick to maintain dramatic tension? We'll be right back after these messages. Yes, we will. Stay tuned.
Ladies, we've all been there.
Oh no! My refrigerator freezer has gotten all clogged with ice! Well, there goes my only afternoon off this week. Not to mention all the frozen food will just be ruined.
What a pain. What heartache. But no more. Not with East Home self-defrosting freezers.
Self-defrosting?
That's right. East Home's patented thermal control technology monitors the level of frost buildup in your freezer and automatically adjusts the temperature so you won't have a thing to do.
Thank goodness. Now that I have the afternoon free, I can... Now let's see. What is it that people do when they're not doing housework?
Drink wine.
Well, I was thinking I could take a class or go to the park.
Don't be silly. Then who would drink the wine?
You make a good point.
East Home self-defrosting freezers. Now you can drink the wine.
Thanks, East Home.
When we left you last, Lilian Steele and Brad Bramble, in disguise as the criminals Rocky Hardknuckle and Switchblade Devereaux, had crossed the line from upstanding do-gooders to down-sitting scofflaws and landed themselves in the hands of Roger Havisham. More flip-flopping than a sale at a sandal store. But what is the end game? What consort of import would make them stop short from a crime thwart? The answer to this and many other questions right now.
I just can't believe it. My two newest employees doing something so sordid.
Yeah, we really threw a wrench into your machine, didn't we?
Some pretty big consequences heading our way, I'll bet.
Maybe we'll join the ranks of the disappeared.
That's what happens to bank robbers.
No. We recovered the money you stole, and the bank has decided not to press charges.
Well, that's what happens to car thieves then.
No, the car's rightful owner was well insured.
Then what are we talking about here?
What else? The jaywalking, of course! Walking out into the street without even looking both ways first! You could have been hurt!
Jeez, you seem really upset.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Honestly, how could I sleep at night if anything happened to you, Switchblade?
Oh, for look! We're not Rocky Hardknuckle and Switchblade Devereaux. We're Lilian Steele and Brad Bramble. We're in disguise.
Lilian Steele and Brad Bramble?
And we want to know what you did with Victor Marshall. Where have you got him stashed?
The disappearance of Victor Marshall. That old story still has legs, I see.
Legs to go all the way to the top.
This analogy has broken down. I don't know how I can make myself any clearer. I'm not saying I made him disappear. I'm simply saying that a vacuum of power must be filled.
Just what you would say if you had made him disappear.
And now that we're a thorn in your side, I guess you'll be making us disappear too.
Make you disappear? Where would you get such an idea?
The dropping crime rates, the dearth of supervillains. How else would you explain it?
Well, making people disappear is a bit of a leap from that, don't you think? You never considered that we might be rehabilitating criminals, helping them pay their debts to society?
Oh, come on. Helping criminals? You goof. I could just boop your nose. That's so cute.
Criminals go to jail. You do the crime, you do the time. That's how it works.
It doesn't have to be that way. And I've got the studies to prove it. Let me show you. Mrs. Wiggins, would you come in here and bring the criminal rehabilitation study, would you?
Here you are, Mr. Havisham.
Oh, sure. You talk a big game about rehabilitizing criminals, but you got one here right under your nose.
I beg your pardon.
Whatever could you mean?
Your secretary here was going to try to claim one of her trips to the booze barn on one of her expense reports.
That's called fraud. For those of you playing along at home.
Mrs. Wiggins! Is this true?
Of course it isn't true. This is childish. They're just in trouble, so they're trying to deflect.
Who are you calling childish?
I am a child. That insult doesn't even work.
Can you prove these damning allegations?
I certainly can. I have here a receipt from the liquor store that we found on Miss Wiggins's Wigginesses? Wiggins...
On the desk of Mrs. Wiggins.
Exactly. And she was going to try to claim the cost on her expense report.
It isn't true.
Well, what's the real story then?
Look at the back of the receipt.
The back of the receipt?
Isn't just a receipt. It's also a letter of resignation.
I'd quit too if I were you.
It's not my resignation, dummy. Just read it.
Okay, well, let's see. To whom it may concern. Sorry for the informality of this letter, but I'm in a hurry. I'm writing to tender my resignation as chief of police. I've been drafted, and I'm off to join the army and serve my country. Please tell my friends Lilian Steele and Brad Bramble. I won't have time to see them before I have to report for basic training. See you on the other side of the war. Korea, here I come. Sincerely, Victor Marshall. Is this real?
Afraid so.
Mr. Marshall left Crime City? To join the army?
See? I told you I didn't make him disappear.
War! What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Except making police chiefs disappear. If Victor Marshall is overseas, fighting the forgotten war in Korea, what does that mean for Lilian, Brad, Roger Havisham, Crime City, and you, the listener at home? Find out next time in the thrilling conclusion of the Missing Marshall saga. Good night!
Don't forget, for the month of December, visit patreon.com/Crime City Series. Pledge even $1 a month and get access to every single reward available. This episode of Crime City featured Ken Gibb as Not Brad and a citizen of Crime City, Dan Smith as the narrator and Whiskey Snuffles, Adam Martignetti as Toady and Pablo Rascallo, Mélanie Dubois as Not Lilian and Mrs. Wiggins, Dean Schumack as Roger Havisham, Brian MacDonald as Lilian Steele, and Naomi DuVall as Brad Bramble. Crime City the podcast is produced by Andrew Root and Adam Martignetti. Listen to previous episodes on iTunes, Stitcher, Blueberry, and Soundcloud. To help us find new listeners, rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. Special thanks to Ian Osborne, Ryan Kerr, and Sarah Ty. Extra special thanks to our Patreon sponsors, Aisha Barmania, Steve Higgs, and the mysterious person number 42. Information about future shows can be found at facebook.com/Crime City the Series and on Twitter and Instagram @Crime City Series. Feliz Navidad, Junior Detectives.